The one thing I'd learn first if I had to start all over again in sales. If I literally had to start sales from scratch, no connections, no reputation, no skill, there is one thing that I would learn before closing and before objection handling, and that is offer acquisition. Because no one will tell you this, but the income that you make is not capped by the deals you close. It is capped by the offer that you are selling. And I used to get told this all the time, and I never believed it. I always thought, no, I need to be better at closing. I need a higher close rate. And sure, I did do that, and I trained and I got better, and of course that helps. But being on the right opportunity is fundamental for your success and the income that you make. But no one teaches you how to actually choose the right offer and how to actually make sure it's the best one for you. So, first things first, why offer selection? Why offer acquisition? The same sales rep can make 3K a month or 30K a month, not because of talent, but because of opportunity. A bad opportunity, you're literally fighting uphill. But a good opportunity, sales has never felt easier. And trust me, I have been there. And this is the foundation that most people skip. And they 100% pay for it later. So for myself, my first offer was good, don't get me wrong. But it couldn't make me 15, 20, 30K. No way. No one had ever done it. The offer wasn't capable of doing that at that time. It just wasn't possible. But I kept on fighting with my skill set, trying to make that happen. And I was literally fighting an uphill battle. The deals were hard, the closes were hard, the prospects were hard. It was just a grind. I then transitioned over to another offer with a 10K package. So before I was selling a 3K, then I went to a 10K, and sales was never easier. And I know that sounds crazy, but I was making 30K plus a month easily compared to the last offer that I was on. And it's purely just because I moved offers and I chose one that was going to be better for my goals. So I was no longer fighting that uphill battle. First, we need to actually understand how to find these offers. Finding offers isn't about scrolling job boards. Absolutely not. It's about looking for three things. 1, a proven track record. 2, team already making the money that you want. And 3, a company that actually gets results. That is so important. Without those three things, you are just wasting your time and your energy betting on someone else's dream, betting on a business owner's dream. And trust me when I say business owners love to sell you their dream because they want to get you on board. But it's so important that you do your due diligence with this. I wish someone would have told me earlier that you are interviewing an offer just as much as they are interviewing you. And I tell my girls this all the time. When you go to an interview, screen the offer. Do not take what they say for face value. Ask the hard questions because it's your livelihood on the line at the end of the day. It is so important that you cover your back. So we're talking close rates, we're talking lead quality, we're talking fulfillment standards, we're talking cash, we're talking payment reliability. If a company avoids that type of transparency, then that is your answer. You do not want to work for them anyway. Most sales reps accept whatever they're given because they don't think they have leverage, especially beginner sales reps. But trust me when I say you have leverage. But leverage comes from skill. So it makes sure that you have done your role plays. You have built some sales EQ. You know what to say and how to say it. That is super important. You can't just be a beginner with no sales training and think that you don't have leverage. Obviously, there's work that you have to do from your side, but you also need to remember that the offer owner needs you just as much as you need them. So you can negotiate commission structures, bonuses, lead flow, the type of leads that you get, call volume expectations. You can do that. You can ask for these things, because if you produce the result, you are the only person as a closer making that company money. You are the person that brings the cash in. So if you're producing results, then you can get whatever you want. And trust me when I say I've used that to my advantage. I've asked for commissions or bonuses or promotions. Of course I have. I've always asked for what I wanted. Have I always got it? No. But when I have got them, I've always proven myself in the process. And that's what I'd say to you. Never be afraid to ask for what you want. Of course, when you're brand new, get in, get some experience. Don't be asking crazy things from the get-go. You have to build a solid foundation under you. But if you're watching this and you're already in the sales space and you're already pretty decent at what you do and you feel stagnant, then it's probably because it's time to ask for what it is you want. And that leads me on nicely to, if you're a woman in sales or looking to get into sales and you're looking to hit your income goals selling in your feminine energy, there'll be a link in my bio that you can apply to work one-on-one with me. Another really important thing is we need to make sure we are building a pipeline of companies. That was the best thing I ever did. It's important to not rely on one offer, not put all your income in one company's hands, all your eggs in one basket. Have a pipeline of multiple aligned offers ready to hire you. So some of my girls ask me, I've just landed a role, should I stop interviewing? And I'm like, no, get exposure, get in front of people. Because if people offer you the jobs and you say, I'm sorry, I can't take it right now, they'll want you back. You've already made that connection. You've already got that WhatsApp number, or you've already been put in the group chat. You're so close to being on the inside. So if you need to change anything and you need to pivot, you're just one text message away from landing another dream offer. And that is freedom in this space. Something really important that I wanted to share with you, which was a mistake that I made early on, is staying in one place for too long if it doesn't serve you. So I made great money on my first offer, but looking back, I stayed too long because I could have made 20K plus far sooner. And don't get me wrong, everything happens for a reason, so there's no regrets. But I could have doubled, tripled my income far sooner by just pivoting onto an offer. Because like I said earlier, the offer that I was on, it physically wasn't possible to make that type of money. But I was convinced that if I could just close more deals and take more calls and work more hours, I could make it happen. And I was literally just fighting a losing battle. And I was scared because I didn't have a pipeline of offers. I didn't know what to do. I didn't know about where to go. So I just stayed and stayed and stayed, thinking, well, if I move this offer, then maybe I'll never find another offer. And I have some girls in the program who feel that way at the minute because they've just been on one offer for such a long time, which is amazing. But it's also important to know there are so many amazing offers out there. And it's so important that you don't just, like I said earlier, put all your eggs in one basket. You have to be selfish in this industry. Now, for my girls in the Female Sales Accelerator, they don't fully have to go hunting for offers because we provide the offers, but we also teach them how, which is super important. There's no point, what's the saying? I think you give a man a fish, he eats for one day, or you teach a man to fish and he eats for life. I want to give the fish and teach them how to fish, essentially. That is so important to be able to have both options, because getting the offer straight off the bat means they can move with speed, but learning means they have that sustainable income stream for the rest of their lives, which is very important. So, to summarize, make sure you're being selfish, you're putting yourself first, you are vetting and screening these offers to make sure they can make you the money you want to make. Don't stay on an offer too long because you're scared, and build a pipeline of opportunities so you always can earn the income that you want to earn no matter what happens. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.